Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Lukman Hakim and I will be presenting about my final year project, which is wildfire detection balloon using thermal camera, and my supervisor is TS Dr. Hikmah Shabani. So this is my content title and things that I will presenting in this video. So for introduction, my project is inspired by the past few years case about forest burning occurred in Australia in January 2020. The forest burning there has shown how disastrous a wildfire can be, and the cause of forest burning can be many things, such as climate change, rising temperature, drought condition, and it shown how major factor which led to the incident. So my idea is to invent a fire detection system in the forest, and this is done by putting thermal camera together with a weather balloon, which I will show later in this video. After detecting extreme heat at the forest, it will send signal to the nearest fire station. For problem statement, so based on previous existing forest fire detection system, the problem is it will attract hazards. Most of existing forest fire detection system use watchtower, which is placed at high place at a high height. So it will be open to hazards such as thunder during rainy day and will cause high maintenance. Another problem is high cost maintenance as they are using satellite to detect the forest fire. The last problem is some forest fire detection system use node to sense fire around. It would need more of it to cover more area, as one node can only cover a small area and maximum that I read is around 5 to 10 meters. The objectives of this project is to develop a wildfire detection balloon using thermal camera. The second one is to collaborate with the local fire department based on the information provided, such as data gathering. The third one is to keep track of data from the bird system in real time. And last one is to notify nearest villager about the forest fire so that they can move away before the fire reach them. This is for their safety. The project scope of this project is the thermal camera and balloon should be placed at a high place so that it will cover a lot of area. Next is the system would pinpoint the exact location of the fire to inform the fire station. Next and lastly, the system would send signal to the nearest fire station about the fire. So the expected result when I first think of this project is I want to create a forest detection device that has low maintenance cost, safe and can cover a big area. I also want my project to be a continuous system so that the nearest fire station get an immediate notice. Why continuous system will get a nearest fire station immediate notice is because so they will from previous project that I've read, there are some of it that will only detect 3 times a day, or it will cover one area and then round to the next area. So the previous area will take time before the device will detect again. Now I will continue with my literature review, which is reading material related to this project that I use as reference. So this is the previous project that I've studied. So the first one is from Samraksha, which its journal is called Developing a Real-Time and Automatic Early Warning System for Forest Fire. So this previous project, it put nodes in the forest, and then when the node detect heat in the forest, then only drone will fly over to the area to give live image view. So this is also the project that I've mentioned before this page, which is it only active 3 times a day. They active only 3 times a day because they want to consume the device energy. So the second one is forest fire detection based on video multi-feature vision. So this one is quite different from other project because it use algorithm to detect and identify fire. First, they capture heat, they capture an image of the heat, and then they compress, and then they do a little calculation with algorithm to identify whether it is a real fire or not. So for this one, it is a little less practical than the other one. So the third one is forest fire detection system using wireless sensor networks. So this one, it use nodes to detect heat, and then its shape is spherical. It notes shape is spherical, and then it is put to 3 different height. Although it is put on 3 different height, uh, the tallest height for the sensor is put is not exposed to the sun, and it is not exceed a tree. Why? Because it does not want to send false alarm whether the detect heat is from sun. So they want to avoid that. The sensor used in this project also can monitor temperature, relative humidity, light intensity, and carbon monoxide. Fourth one is forest monitoring system for early detection based on convolutional neural network and UAV imagery. This one, personally for me, this is the best one out of all my uh, previous project study. This project used drone to fly around the forest area, and then it will detect heat in the forest, and it is fully autonomous. That is what important and what is really good in this project. First one is agent-based data collecting in a forest fire monitoring system. This project is more to prevention rather than rather than deleting the fire. So it used two sensory unit, which is video sensory and meteorological parameters sensory. The last one is integration of forest fire video monitoring system and geographic information system. This project is test on a uneven place, uh, uneven Earth's surface. So it detects fire by analyzing smoke shape, and also it uses live video image. So this is a project comparison that I've made so far, and also this one and this one too. And this is my PSM2 planning, which is for the next semester. I will wait for all the hardware to arrive, and I will install the circuit and test whether the coding works or not until the coding works. Last one is methodology. In this part, I will show how the project will be made. So this is a 3D layout design that I made from the SketchUp software, and the circle spherical thing is called helium filled balloon, which is related to my project title, helium filled balloon. So in real hardware, I will use the balloon filled helium that can be bought from pasar malam. So it is not exactly a spherical shape. And then there will be parachute, which is referring to the real weather balloon. And then below it, I will put box filled with component. And then here it is the component that is inside the box. I will be inserting inside the box. So this is my project for shot. It goes from start, and then first one is the thermal camera shows infrared image of the forest. So when the thermal camera detects extreme heat, it will send signal to the node MCU, and the node MCU will send signal to the developer's mobile phone or the uh, fire station head mobile phone that has connected with Blink app. So and then it will go to node MCU, send signal to relay will turn on, and buzzer will ring. The buzzer in this project represents a siren that will put around the forest. And then after buzzer ring, it will go back to the top, and the thermal camera will detect again if there is the thermal camera detects extreme heat. So this is my block diagram, and the hardware I use solar panel, solar charger controller, 12-volt battery, step-down buck converter, ESP32, thermal camera, AMG 8833, relay, buzzer, and breadboard. And this is the 6 software that I use, which is Proteus, Arduino IDE, Blink app, Microsoft SketchUp, and also freezing. So this is my circuit diagram. So in this figure, it shows how my wildfire detection balloon using thermal camera system is made. And this is the real circuit then that I imagine of how I want to put it. So the circuit is drawn using freezing. At the end of the project, I expect that the system made can prevent forest fire at early stage by sending two alert signal, which is turning on buzzer, which represent siren as I said earlier, and sending alert message to the nearest fire station head's mobile phone. So actually the buzzer that represent a siren is for the nearest civilian to notice about the forest condition so they can escape earlier. Thank you.